Hey everyone, I'm Summer, and welcome back to my channel where we talk about authority, alignment, and building success that doesn't come at the cost of your nervous system or your soul. This is a part of my Teach Me Something playlist. I have conversations with experts who help us understand why we do what we do, not just how we do it. Today's episode is especially powerful because we are exploring what really creates lasting change. We are talking about deep coherence between three B's: belief, body, and behavior. My guest today is Tricia Keightley. She's a digital marketing expert and a conscious business strategist. She has more than 15 years of experience helping people align who they are with how they show up in the world. She's the founder of Web Worx, a full service digital marketing agency, and she is the visionary behind Portrayals XR, which is a platform rooted in neuroscience and spirituality that supports deep emotional healing and identity level change. That is big. Tricia is also an NLP certified practitioner with a background in subconscious reprogramming, inner child healing, and nervous system regulation. What makes Tricia unique is how she seamlessly brings in practical strategy with soul level transformation. It's all grounded in one core truth. Lasting change happens when belief, body, and behavior finally come into coherence. So, Trisha, I want to start with something that a lot of people are very frustrated with. They try mindset, they try motivation, affirmations, and it works briefly, and then they slide right back. So you combine neuroscience with spirituality in your work, right? So because clearly something deeper has to shift for a change to stick. How does that particular combination help create lasting behavior changes instead of short-term motivation?
Yeah, so you have to be at a different level. Your nervous system has to be calm. Whatever change you're trying to make, it actually has to feel very natural in your body. So a lot of times we get stuck on these subconscious scripts that just keep running over and over in our life. And so if those keep controlling your life, which is 95% of everything you do on a daily basis, because we all do live with our habits, we create different things in our life. We take the same road to work. We listen to the same music. We do the same things. We're very habitual, right?
Mhm,
So whenever your nervous system can feel really calm, so think of that as like your body, right?
mhm,
And then your
mhm.
behavior aligns with that, then and your beliefs align with that, then you are actually creating a lasting change. And it sounds difficult, right? But really, like we've created a method and we've put it inside Portrayals XR, so it's kind of ran by AI.
Mhm.
And we've put it in there to where it will actually help you shift those beliefs in your life at a very subconscious level. And so we do that through prompts, right? We do it through really guiding you through the situation of what belief needs to be changed, how do we embody it, and then make sure it's tied to a behavior so we can really move forward in our lives and kind of get unstuck from some of those subconscious loops we get stuck on.
That distinction is really huge, especially the nervous system piece, understanding that piece through AI. And there must have been a lot of programming done behind the AI piece, which actually gives people insights into if I do this, then a lot might change.
Right. Yes, there definitely was. And I think that's what sets us so apart from just all these AI companies that are popping up is we're
Mm,
creating a very safe and effective environment for people
mm,
to not be just out searching the web for different things and not going to ChatGPT and asking for therapy or counseling or life coaching,
mhm,
right? It's a very safe space where it's just guiding you on that one thing at a
mhm,
time, right?
mhm,
And
mhm.
so it's just a very safe and effective environment.
That is nice. I'm looking forward to take a deep dive into your system. I work with a lot of high performing people. They look successful from the outside, and people have like great thoughts about them that they are seven-figure coaches and all that. But inside, very few people know. They are very exhausted. They're anxious all the time. They're continuously like bracing for what might happen next, the next problem. What patterns do you see most often that keep like people like this, high performing people stuck in survival mode? And nervous system regulation, how can they start shifting that?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly believe that our breath is the most powerful thing. I noticed even for myself, I was standing in line at Target the other day and I was
Hmm.
standing there and I couldn't find like my app or, like my barcode or something right to scan. And the cashier had asked me for it and I was like, "Oh, I can't find it." And there's a big long line behind me. And I started noticing that I was even getting in this like fight or flight mode. And it's like,
Hmm.
why? Why are we so uptight? Really?
Yeah.
It's like calming down. And when you can take a big, deep belly breath
Mm.
and you can calm down, just like we did right before we started, right? It's like
Yep, yep.
whenever you can do that, it
Mm.
calms your nervous system.
Yeah.
And we have different ways of like making your vagus nerve activate, right? So that way you are actually very calm, but you're also very
Mm.
targeted in what you're doing. So we're
Mhm.
very targeted in our neuro belief coherence method that is
Mhm.
inside of our AI tool
Mm.
because of that, because of knowing that the breath is so, so powerful in calming us down. So when we can breathe through changing our beliefs, you
Mhm.
would be amazed at the difference that it can create when you're doing it certain ways.
Absolutely. For calming my vagus nerve or activating it, there's one thing I do. Every day in the morning, I splash very cold water on my eyes and I gently massage for about 1 minute. You can
Very
actually
nice.
feel a lot of difference.
Yes.
I'm sure you have plenty of practices like that as well.
Oh, yes. Yoga is great. Breath work, of course, is great.
Hmm. Hmm.
There's some methods you can just do while you're sitting at your desk too that'll activate your nervous system that a lot of people haven't heard of.
Mm.
So whenever you can be more calm in life, it helps you not react to life. It
Hmm.
helps you just kind of like almost be like the observer of your life, right? Come take a step
Yes.
back and see what's happening. And so you respond rather than react.
Step out of your body and observe yourself. That's what my dad used to say. Whenever I
Oh, I
made
love
any
that.
kind of little mistake, look at it from another person's perspective. Step out of your body, take a look. Take a look at yourself. How would you feel?
Yeah, because we all operate from a different lens. We
Hmm.
all have come from a different place. 100%. I love that he said that.
Yeah, and I loved your experience at the Target cashier space, and we get frustrated. We want to do more, be quicker, be faster all the time, right?
Yeah.
This often makes things worse. So let's talk about identity because this is somewhere where everything converges. You say beliefs shape identity, and identity drives results. So if someone wants to change their self identity, say I want to, what would be the fastest way and the safest place to begin? Not talking about a total reinvention, not an uphaul, but grounded calibration that feels sustainable. What would you recommend?
Well, figuring out exactly what it is that you want, operating
Hmm.
from the end in mind, right? Thinking about who it
Hmm.
is that you want to show up in the world. And I think people are like, they hear the word like, I'm going to change my identity. And it's a little scary because it's like, well, then I have to change who I am. Well,
Hmm.
yeah, you really actually do, right? You have to
Hmm.
change
Hmm.
your behavior, you have to change your thoughts, your words, your actions. So I think really aligning that the end result, aligning
Hmm.
everything with that. So it's like working backwards. And so then
Hmm.
what are the thoughts I'm having? What are the actions I'm doing? What are the words I'm saying? And then a couple things that people don't really talk about are what are you watching on TV, right? Are you
Hmm.
watching murder mystery shows right before you go to bed so your subconscious is playing those all night long? Or
Horror
are you
shows.
listening to yeah, or listening to frequencies before you go to
Hmm.
bed? Or like we
Hmm.
have this really cool tool. It's called the personalized self-identity script. And you
Hmm.
put in 5 goals and it will literally give you the most amazing, beautiful script acting as if the wish is already fulfilled, like a Neville Goddard
Nice.
type thing. And
Hmm.
it is
Hmm.
beautiful because then you can listen to it before you go to bed every night. And it literally is telling, like you record it in your voice and then download it to your phone.
Hmm.
And then you can listen to it every night before you go to bed. So your subconscious all night long is operating in the new identity instead
Hmm.
of the murder mystery that you were
Hmm.
watching, right?
Hmm. Yes, absolutely. So changing your identity is not like changing your name and everything on the passport. It's just who you are being every day, right? Like my coach says, don't just have a to-do list, also have a to-be list. Who are you going to be today? That's an identity.
Absolutely. I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Yeah. Most
Trisha,
definitely.
this conversation really felt so good. And especially for people who are tired of fixing themselves, ready to realign themselves. And you guys, if this resonated with you, go connect with Trisha. Trisha, where can people find you? What's the best way to people for getting in touch with you?
Yeah, so we have a link tree, I believe, in the comments. You can actually go to my website, which is Tricia, TRICIALEA.com, and you
Mhm.
can see all of my social media and all of that stuff there as well.
And your conversations mostly happen on LinkedIn or Facebook?
Uh, a lot of LinkedIn. Yeah, not as much Facebook. I am probably on Facebook more often than LinkedIn, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Amazing. So the link tree is in the description. Take a look below, connect with Tricia, explore her work, explore her writing, explore the platform she's built to support this embodied change. And if you're enjoying these Teach Me Something conversations, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Every episode is here to build authority, clarity, success that feels regulated, aligned, and truly yours. Until next time, see you.